And I think we are on to the pre-battle right now. Going to be, sorry for the delay, we have Amabon versus Ayabon on the left hand side. Amabon is bringing his Crocodile, Metagross, Tapu Koko, Talonflame, Oranguru, and also Wishiwashi. A really interesting Pokemon by Amabon.
Amabon using Talonflame and Oranguru using to speed setup.
And on the right hand side, we have seen, even though it's been late, we have Alolan Ninetales, Salamence, Marowak, Silvally, Silvally, Gyarados, and also Sandslash.
Yeah, that's a quite unique team using Silvally.
Yes, it's really a unique team, and the Wishiwashi is up right now and should be schooling, so it should become really big and, in a moment.
And better.
But the Intimidate from Salamence comes out first, going to reduce the attack of the Oranguru and also Wishiwashi. And the Wishiwashi schooling going to gather his friends or her friends onto forming a school which going to be a very big Pokemon.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the lead? Why do you think that the Sandslash is actually on the side of the field without the Alolan Ninetales even on the field right now? So Sandslash is not pretty much, it's not the fastest Pokemon on the field. But the Wishiwashi avoided attack, and the Iron Head going to the Oranguru is a really huge damage, and the Madiwar going to hit with both Pokemons, probably an accuracy file in any of these Pokemons. Huge damage onto the Sandslash, and Oranguru uses Trick Room.
Yeah, so Ama is using a Trick Room team with his Wishiwashi, which is a bulky Pokemon, and maybe Oranguru can using its Signature move. Instruct to using Wishiwashi's Muddy Water and reduce its accuracy.
Yes, I think it's a really interesting move by really interesting theme by Ama, and Wishiwashi actually uses the Ice Beam onto the Salamence, doing a lot of damage and picks up the KO onto the Salamence. So right now Amabon is leading by one Pokemon, and Oranguru's not Instruct but using Direct Psychic onto the Sandslash. Not doing that much damage because of the resistance, but the Iron Head is still going to onto Oranguru really fast, and the critical hit, but does not get the KO. And there is Munching the Berry and should be restore its berry by health by 50%.
Yeah. And we want to see what Ayabon will do with his Pokemon like Marok. But Marok is a slow Pokemon, so it's maybe a little advantage for Aya now.
And I think Aya, why did he decide to go for the Marowak? Because it's the slowest, probably a slow Pokemon, and can deal a lot of damage on the Wishiwashi. But Wishiwashi is still faster, going to connect both of the Muddy Water onto the Marowak, and also Sandslash going to pick up the KO onto both of the Pokemon. So right now, Amabon is really in a good position, and Ayabon is only with one Pokemon left. Probably he's thinking his strategy for the next game.
Yes, right. So Aya should know how to shut down his Oranguru's Trick Room.
Yes, and of course, after shutting up the Trick Room, bringing two Intimidates onto the game is not really good. It's found out it's not a really good strategy because both of these Pokemon are special attack Pokemon, which does not affect by the Intimidate. And Wishiwashi decides to use Ice Beam, a normal type attack. Ice type attack, and becomes no super effective, and the Psychic doubles are getting the Gyarados, only reducing 50%.
Hoping to drop his special defense.
Yes, hoping to drop, of course, the special defense.
Earthquake from Gyarados.
And the Earthquake to the Gyarados, and also Wishiwashi not doing a lot of damage, and so probably Amabon will take the first game of this best of 3 set.
So Aya needs to find a way to defeat Ama using most of his other Pokemon, but we see that Gyarados is a bulky type using a Fiji Berry or Pinsberry.
Yes, I think Amabon right now is in a really good position, and Ayabon he's found out that the Gyarados is actually a very sad variant.
Yes.
And the hard thing is that the Wishiwashi is so bulky and it's slow that it's a really good Pokemon in the Trick Room.
Yes, right.
But because of the bad move pool and also the ability, because after 50% health, basically you lost a Pokemon.
Yes, right.
Because you only have like one tiny Pokemon, but you know, things could happen.
Is a quite unique Pokemon that can use with a physical or special attack. Both of its attacks are high. So and we see Flame's Brave Bird Gyarados,
And I think the
and
Gyarados should be
be
picks up
killed.
should be picks up the KO onto the Gyarados. So right now Amabon is winning the first game with 3-0 and we'll be taking onto the game 2 and I'll be really interested on to see how Aya will play the game on the next round.
Yes.
So I think probably we can see the Salamence targeting the Wishy-Washy really in the very first game just to reduce the health under 50%, so it's become a dealt weight.
Yeah.
But
And we haven't seen Aya's other Pokemon like Silvally or maybe Ninetales, but Aya's best choice is to using Ninetales to combo with its Sandslash.
Yes, but even though you have the Sunslash and also Alola Ninetales, it's really not a good position because Amamon is using Oranguru, which sets up the Trick Room, and it's really solid when Ayabon does not have any Pokemon that is viable to use any Taunt or even kill Oranguru in the very first turn.
Yes, right.
And so right now we're going to read again the team. For those of you guys who missed this match, this is the Indonesian circuit. Then this is the last chance qualifier. Players are battling for the top 8 spot to battle for tomorrow's grand final. Pricing is 2 million Indonesian rupiah.
Indonesian rupiah, yeah, that's quite a big price.
Yeah, it's quite a
For
big
a
price.
Pokemon.
Yes, and these are two actually brothers.
Yeah.
On this first game, it's a
brothers.
bit sad, but they need to battle each other
Yeah.
to just to get onto the spot for the next round.
And of course, this is not a big game.
Yeah, this is not a real game. It's just
RNG.
RNGs. The RNG starts when you when you pair up the players.
Yeah. And Aya is changing his lead using Silvally and Alolan Marowak.
Yeah, he changed totally the Alolan Marowak and also Silvally. So probably he has a better chance, especially with the Marowak can do a Shadow Bone and not Shadow Bone. Shadow Bone cannot attack the Oranguru because there's a normal attack.
Yes, normal attack.
Then there's Tri Attack onto the Oranguru. Probably going to, and Shadow Bone is going onto the Wishy-Washy. It's a really huge hit and reduces the attack by 50%. And Marowak decides to avoid the attack, going to survive for the next turn. And Silvally is really bulky, so it does not really matter about that.
And Trick Room is still up from Oranguru, but Marowak should survive from Wishy-Washy's Muddy Water.
Yes, and I think the Marowak right now, even though it's not the fast Pokemon, it's kind of still probably land 1 or 2 damage. And Silvally, of course, but I think it's interesting why Silvally decides to attack onto the Oranguru. Why not the Wishy-Washy?
Yeah, maybe Aya want to give a chip damage to Oranguru because he know that maybe he think that Marowak can want to get.
Oh, the Marowak survives the Muddy Water and the Shadow Bone is going to connect onto the Metagross, super effective, and picks up the KO onto the Metagross, and it's going to be huge. And Ayabon is leading the game right now. The Tri Attack from the Silvally going onto the Wishy-Washy, picks 11, don't picks up the KO, healing the it's very with 50%. Aqua Berry, so right now Wishy-Washy is still on the schooling mode.
So he's evading to become a fish mode or something.
Yeah, some sort of fish mode.
Yeah.
And the next Pokemon is Talonflame, probably with the Brave Bird still on the priority, can kills up the Marowak.
Gale Wings,
if Gale Wings, if it's Gale Wings.
Yeah.
You never know if it's a Flame Buddy.
Yeah.
Probably it's Gale Wings because it's on the Trick Room. And so the Brave Bird is going on to the Silvally, which is going to deal a lot of damage and picks up the K on the Silvally. But the next move will be from Wishy-Washy, and we'll see if it connects onto the Marowak or not. Because the Muddy Water connects to the Marowak, and so right now we have a 3 versus 2 Pokemon.
Yeah. And we'll see. We will see Ayabon's last Pokemon.
Two last Pokemon. We have two last
two
Pokemon.
last Pokemon.
Last 2 Pokemon. We have the Sandslash, which is not that good because it's on Trick Room. If it's their side, but their side is of Salamence.
So Sandslash can keep up with the Trick Room.
Still, Sandslash still can
It's
keep up
not
with
so fast Pokemon.
Yes, but it's not really looking good for Ayabon because the Wishy-Washy, of course, is the fastest Pokemon on the field right now with the Trick Room. Can deals up Ice Beam, kills up the Salamence, and Talonflame can just go for a Flare Blitz. And Sandslash and kills up the Sandslash as well.
Yeah.
But Sandslash, if she decides to go for a Rock Slide, it will be huge.
Yeah.
but it's being sent back. Going for the Oranguru again, probably going to set up the Trick Room again. And the Ice Beam is going onto the Salamence, going to be huge, picks up the KO. And so right now, Ayabon is down to last Pokemon. And Earthquake from Salamence going to Sandslash. Sorry, Sandslash going to both Pokemon, but that's not, that's not disperse Wishy-Washi's schooling.
Yeah, and Oranguru still survive with 50% health. And
it's going to be hard.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard game for Aya.
And there's the Muddy Water going onto the Sandslash. It's going to be huge and picks up the KO with the critical hit. And so right now on the first game on this best of 3 set, we have Amabon versus Ayabon.
Yes,
and the winner is Amabon by score 2-0.
And a good game to Ama.
And so please give applause here in the studio for Amabon beating his brother. And I think that's enough from us because in the moment, the team is really interesting actually. With the Muddy Water, it seems that the team is pretty solid.
Yeah, but I think Ama's Oranguru using Instruct, but that's not an Instruct. And
Instruct.
Yeah, Instruct.
He does not. He actually doesn't use any Instruct.
Yes. He not using and.
Trick Room.
Yeah.
The role is just set up Trick Room, going for the Muddy Water, and picks up all the kills because by Wishy-Washy itself, it has a really high special attack stats, and really high bulk and slow speed. So with that. With the correct investment, also the Oranguru it is a solid Pokemon actually.
Yes, but maybe Aya should bring his Ninetales at first place, so it can support the Ninetales using Slash or maybe Ice Body.
Yes, and I think that's enough from us actually. We'll be calling the winner of the matches now. We're calling to Amabon onto the Kasef stats. So stay tuned guys to hear from the winners directly.
Get your game on.
On my right hand side, we have Amadayo, Amabon. Congratulations on your win just now.
Yeah, thank you.
So, how do you feel battling your brother on the very first round of the Swiss?
Actually, it's kind of a frustrating match because it's only the first round, and I managed to win, but it's my brother, so I don't really think
you don't really feel good, is it?
Yeah, I don't really feel good.
Yeah, but I think your team is really solid with the
Oranguru.
Yeah, with Oranguru and also Wishy-Washy. Even though after the first round you go for the second round, even though your brother tried to change his lead, but you just stick with that lead, and it's still really solid. How do you came up with that strategy?
Actually, Oranguru is such a great Trick Room setter, especially with the Instruct ability, Instruct move, so that I can use the Muddy Water twice, in one turn. So that I think that Oranguru is such a great Pokemon in this format, so I use that.
Yeah. And why do you feel that how do you came out with that strategy? How do you came out? Why? How come you can think right? I want to use Oranguru for this tournament.
Actually, I was watching last year Worlds.
Okay.
At that point, I think Wishy-Washy and also the Oranguru was announced there.
Yes.
And it was the Muddy Water and the Instruct ability was introduced there. So I was like watching there, and oh my God, this is going to be really fun play. So I'm using it now.
Right. So I think it's really good game. Just now you have shown it's really good performance. And so how do you think you'll advance to the second day? Do you think you'll advance to the second day?
I'm really hoping to do so because I think there are so many great players now. And
even though it's only the last year's qualifier.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of these players are good, and it's probably going to be very hard for me. Right. But I'm going to do my best.
Okay, right. Thank you so much for Amo for the and we have no losers just now from Ayabon. Anyway, thanks for the insight on your team and good luck for your next round.
All right, thank you.
So I think we'll see you guys in a moment for the second Swiss round, but probably we'll be seeing a few videos onto the stream, so stay tuned.
Bye bye.